your best tonight. Make it your best tonight.
I don't care what anybody else says about us. I do not care. We know who we are. We're tough, we're fast, we're strong. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Go time on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ready? Go. Find your coach. Find your coach. Each other.
It was best snap, we called fire, got out of there, run some routes, threw it up, knew he was a playmaker, made a play.
Solid chance to make a play, and I did.
This game wrap is brought to you by Fisher's Neighborhood Market, a proud supporter of all area high school sports. Visit their locations around San Antonio and the Hill Country.
Hey folks, Mr. Bowtie here. Keep banging home that subscribe button on your screen so that way you can stay up to date on all the great local sports coverage not found elsewhere. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, a Republican, or any other political party. We love you all the same. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. The UIL's 105th football season opens up in San Antonio in the Dome as Comanche travels to take on Poth in a matchup of teams that are used to making long playoff runs in 3A. Poth in the state final 2 years ago against Gunter. They looked like they were going to get back to the finals, but they blew a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter in the quarterfinals last year, losing to Tidehaven, and Tidehaven ended up going on to the state final where they lost to Gunter. Speaking of Comanche, they know a thing or two about Gunter. Last year, they had a pedestrian 6-4 regular season, won a couple playoff games, and then ran into Gunter in round 3, ended up losing that one, and Gunter went on to successfully defend their state championship. This, even though it's an August matchup, a couple of teams that are probably going to be playing deep in November, and we may see them in December as well. Let's check out the action from here at the Dome, presented by Fisher's Neighborhood Market.
No heat or humidity inside the Bowtie Dome. Jeff Luna and Joaquin Escobar talking before the game, finding out how they spent their summer. Buying and reading Deion Sanders' book, How to Be a Successful Mime, not among them. Comanche scored on their first drive of the game and held Poth in check for a quarter, but injuries, adjustments, and a fire drill 2-point conversion decided the opening night contest.
Saw that there was a safety over the top, and I knew I just had to go make a play when Major threw it up.
It was best snap, we called fire, got out of there, run some routes, threw it up, knew he was a playmaker, made a play.
We always practice high pointing the ball, so I just went up and got it, just like I'm coached to do.
Touchdown, Kane Stover.
Poth got off to a slow start but scored touchdowns in their final 5 possessions. Included in there was a fire drill 2-point conversion from Major Luna to Waylon Doogie in a 35-14 win. Kane Stover ran for 2 scores while Nick Neudorfer had a touchdown catch and an interception in the end zone to stop an Indian drive that was key in the win.
Had to slow the game down. We were too excited, thinking too much. We just had to slow the game down, get to the basics, and do what we do.
Me and my line and everyone, we just came together and we figured it out. The blockers started lining up and we did our jobs.
We just trusted in our coaches, trusted in their play calling, and did what we were supposed to do, and it worked.
The offensive line got excited and hyped up, and it charged them, and the D-line they couldn't take it no more.
Playing tougher opponents is always going to get you better players, better competition. It's just going to make you better in the long run for a deep playoff run.
Comanche saw positives out of making the road trip south to take on Poth.
After we scored, we kind of lost what we were doing in the game, but when we came out of the half, we knew what we had to do, and we did it. But I mean, it just was too late for us. We got to be a lot tougher. We got to fly around the football. We got to get all 11 hats to the football like we have always done. I mean, we got to start up front. I mean, we got to throw the ball, run the ball. I mean, it just starts on both sides of the ball. And we know what we have to do. We know what we got to get fixed. So that's just next week. That's all we got to tune in on.
Pirates' schedule won't get any easier as they head to the Polish Bowl next week against Falls City and then on to Shiner. Reporting from the Bowtie Dome of San Antonio, I am Mr. Bowtie.